The K8 Sports Zone, where local sports comes first. Here's Mitch Lilly.
With 2 wins and 2 losses in conference play, the Arkansas State Indians had a chance to break 500 tonight against Western Kentucky. ASU looking to rebound from its loss Thursday night to Middle Tennessee. Let's head to Diddle Arena in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Coach Nutt and the Tribe playing their 4th straight conference game away from the Convo. Early on, Arkansas State looking good. First half, Yule Banks breaks free down low. Nice cut to the hole, and ASU goes up by 2. Later, the lead would extend. Isaac Wells dropping the dime inside. Correll Henderson with the easy lay-in down low. Arkansas State up by 6, but Western Kentucky would go on a 13-0 run. Check out Courtney Lee with the alley-oop. Western Kentucky up 15 at the half. Second half, Arkansas State trying to hang around. Derek Tipler going to knock down the 3. That cut the Hilltoppers lead to 10, but folks, that's as close as it got. Western holds on for the 87-63 win. Derek Tipler led the Tribe with 17 points. Lorenzo Hampton also added 14 as the Indians dropped to 2-3 in conference play. On the ladies' side, Brian Boyer and the Lady Indians hosting the Lady Toppers at the Convo Center. First half, Amber Abraham nails the 3. Lady Tribe with a 5-point lead. Later, Katie Caraway to Adrian Davey. Davey with a double-double tonight. Arkansas State led by 1 at the break. Second half, ASU comes out hot. Rudy Sims, jumper. She had 23 points on the night. More Tribe later. Check out Kelsey Locke here. Going to drive to the hole for 2. Lady Indians take a double-digit lead. ASU taking control. Even later, here's Davey, 15 points and 13 boards, and ASU gets the win, 76-62.
Coach B told us not to give up, but we got to come out stronger in the second half, and that we can't give up and just play hard.
It feels great to win. I mean, it's good for us to get the feeling, you know, and get it back, because that's what we're used to. So, you know, we didn't run off the court celebrating big time or anything because we expect to win. Middle Tennessee's loss was tough, so now we need to get on a roll.
Again, the final, ASU 76, Western Kentucky 62. It's the Tribe's first Sun Belt victory. Sims and Davey, the only ASU players in double figures. Next up, the Lady Indians play the first half of a women's-men's doubleheader against Denver. That's on Thursday. More local hoops. Now, Corning taking on Maynard in the boys' final at the KAIT Classic. First half, the Bobcats come out strong. Check out the big fella, Nick Arnold. Corning up by 2 early on. Later, more from the senior Nick Arnold, being the big cat for the Bobcats in the paint. But then Maynard comes storming back. Mark Blackwell up and off the window. Maynard within 4. Corning would answer, though, on the shoulders of this guy, Nick Arnold. Nice J. Corning back up by 6. Maynard not going out without a fight, though. Adam Blackwell inside. Maynard down 5. Then it's going to be Trent Melton. Dribble, drive through the lane. Finger roll. Maynard down by 1, but Corning holds on to win the KAIT Classic 56-50. Girls final now. Hoxie taking on Newport in overtime. Renita Clark with the steal, taking it coast to coast for the Lady Hounds. Newport up by 6, but back comes Hoxie. Tara Gentry open at the top of the key. Nails the triple. Lady Staines within 3, but Newport would hit a free throw down the stretch, and the Lady Hounds hold on to win the KAIT Classic by a final of 49-45. Going back to college hoops now. Moving on to the SEC, Arkansas's Eric Ferguson has pleaded guilty to charges of misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. Ferguson was fined $300 and ordered to pay $300 in court costs. He was also sentenced to 10 days in jail. It's the senior guard's 2nd legal difficulty of the year. Meanwhile, after back-to-back conference losses, Ferguson and the Hogs hosted Vandy this afternoon. Arkansas looking to bounce back after its loss to LSU Wednesday night. First half, Jonathan Modica with 3 of his 19, but Vandy hanging tough. Check out Alex Gordon open in the corner for 3. Vandy up by 1, but Arkansas would then take control. Brewer can't hit, but Stephen Hill is there. Hogs by 6 later. Check this out. It's my man Darian Towns with the jam. Hogs go up by 8. Then it's going to be more from Towns. Going to follow his own miss right here. Arkansas goes up by 11 at the break. Second half, Eric Ferguson through the lane. Hogs still up by 10 later. It's Dontel Jefferson dumping it to Towns. Towns with the rim rocker. Arkansas up by 4. This one got as close as 2 points. Ronnie Brewer on the miss, but again, it's Stephen Hill with the putback, and the Hogs hold on in the end. So there you see it. The Hogs win their first conference game. Arkansas beats Vandy 78-66. Jonathan Modica led the Razorbacks with 19 points. Arkansas improving to 12-4 overall. Up next, the Hogs head to Tuscaloosa, taking on Alabama on Wednesday night. And speaking of the Crimson Tide, Bama at Rupp Arena today taking on Kentucky. Picking things up in the second half. Under 4 minutes left, Alabama's Brendan Hollinger drains the 3. Tied up by 7 later. The Cats down 4. Ravi Moss going to hit the triple. UK now down just one, but Jamarco Davidson and the Tide would fend off Kentucky without Chuck Davis. Alabama wins by 4, 68-64 was the final. Checking some other SEC scores now. 2 other conference games on the slate this afternoon. In Western Division play, Ole Miss beat Mississippi State in Oxford by 10 points, and Georgia hands South Carolina a loss in Columbia. The Dogs win 64-61. 2 other night games this evening. Florida remains unbeaten with a 69-57 win over Auburn, and LSU takes down Tennessee by a final of 88-74. And finally tonight, more words and numbers. The NFC and AFC playoffs continuing this afternoon and tonight. Osceola's Ray Brown and the Redskins took on Seattle, and the Seahawks advanced to the NFC final, beating Washington 20-10. And over in the AFC, Denver and New England are currently in the 4th quarter. And of course, congrats to Newport and Corning for winning the Kill Classic.
All right, thanks, Mitch.
You bet.
Stick around. Ron will have your last look at your forecast after this.